Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
Well, good morning, everybody. We start on the 24-hour temperature cast. Haven't seen numbers all the way down near 60 or in the upper 50s since back at the beginning of June or the end of May, so it's been a good while. I think this afternoon we're still going to see some spots flirt with 90, but when it's not as humid, it doesn't feel as hot and uncomfortable out there. And I think we're going to keep the drier air around, and that should give us another cool night, another couple of cool nights, although we will start to notice a little change as some of this more humid air to our south slowly starts to work back to the north a little bit, and over the next couple days we'll start to pick up a few more clouds and notice maybe just a little bit of a twinge of humidity coming back, but certainly not like we've endured for so much all summer long. 62 for Tallahassee and for Valdosta, 59 for us this morning in Thomasville. That feels pretty good out there. I see those dew point numbers hovering right around 60 also. Comfortable. Much lower humidity means the way it feels very different out there. That drier air, a totally different animal than all that very humid and uncomfortable air we've had for so long. Here's some more numbers around the region, from a 57 in Blakely to a 61 in Marianna. Perry's one of the warm spots at 63. It's 61 in Moultrie, 60 in Tifton, and 61 in Live Oak. So far so good with the visibilities. I don't see a lot of reductions out there. I don't expect that we will, not with the air being so dry. So we're talking most spots better than 7 miles. Across the southeast, there's not a lot going on all across the Gulf Coast, but you get onto the Florida Peninsula, that's where some of the more humid air has been pushed down to, and it will try to sneak back a little bit over the next few days. Can I rule out showers completely? No. But do I expect to find very many showers? Also, no. Maybe a couple to our far south or far eastern areas. That may be the best shot to see any showers this week. So if you're looking for some rain, well, there's the problem. Hurricane Nigel is out there in the middle of the Atlantic, and that's likely where it's going to stay, not threatening any land areas. We'll certainly keep our eyes on it and anything else going on out in the tropics. Pretty obvious to see where Nigel is. Now, we've got this other energy out across the Atlantic that over the next week's got a pretty good chance for development, but we're actually going to be watching this area here off the South Carolina, maybe Georgia coast, where there's some hints that over the next few days some energy forms. I don't think it's going to do much for our area except possibly continue to funnel in some of that drier air, but we'll certainly have our eyes on it. So things, yeah, we're watching, even if the tropics do feel a little quieter than they've been for the past several weeks. On the Gulf today, the wind's pretty light. Most of the clouds farther to the south. We'll put the breezes east 5 to 15, seas 1 to 3 feet, and just a little light chop in the protected waters. 50s and 60s this morning, clear and comfy, cool, a little chilly for some in a couple of spots. Sun comes up at 7:24. I think this afternoon we've got a pretty good chance to get near 90. We'll call it sunny, warm and dry. We'll also probably notice a few clouds, especially to the south and east. Tonight we'll keep those skies pretty clear. We'll keep those temperatures pretty cool. Low 60s, mid 60s, probably not as many that start with a 5 like we'll see when all is said and done this morning, but certainly going to be a more comfortable setup again. And even if those afternoon temperatures flirt with 90 today, tomorrow, Thursday, they're going to feel a little bit more comfortable than the way things felt last week. Now, I still think those morning temperatures, even when they warm up a bit, they're going to warm up to the mid 60s or upper 60s, so that's still pretty nice. A nice stretch of weather coming for the next 7 days, unless, of course, you're looking for some rain, because those 10% rain chances, not real good. And I think we're going to have a lot of thirsty lawns, gardens, and greens around here if we do go a whole week without any real rain chances. So something to keep in mind. Yeah, the dry air is more comfortable, and we've earned it after a lot of warm and muggy. But we don't want to go a week or 10 days without rain. We may be going a good long while before the next real chance for showers comes.